Hi, how are ya? Welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight. I have the cutest door hanger, I think, to date today. Y'all, I'm obsessed with this design. I love it so much. Let me see if I can't hurry it up because I want to make this so bad. Let's see. All right, so keyword tonight is pumpkin. Okay, we're going to make another pumpkin craft. And I'm not sorry about it. Hi, Melanie. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Let me see if I can paste my keyword. Okay, here we go. So I have a bunch of cutouts, as you can see in front of me. I also have a little bit of paste on this plate. I'm using bark here, okay? And I'm just using a foam brush, all right? Just patting it on. And I'm not doing a great job, but it's fine, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to distress this the whole thing, all of it, okay? So just get it on there one way or the other. Comment pumpkin to get the link to get this project for yourself. The cutouts are on my Etsy. This is going to be a 16-inch door hanger, but you could do it any size that you like, okay? And it doesn't have to go on your front door. This is going to replace my summer door hanger that I have out there right now. As soon as it starts to cool off, probably it's not going to be cool by the time we get home from the cruise, but probably whenever we get back from the wedding, I will switch out our door hanger because I'll be ready for some cool weather, especially after being in Seattle and it being cool up there. Y'all, I have bought raincoats, waterproof boots, hiking shoe things, okay? Waterproof, my goodness, gloves. It's supposed to be raining for a lot of the time that we're on our trip, which is fine. It rains all the time in the Northwest. I get it. Hi, Marie. Hi, Laura. Hi, Stephanie. How are you, ladies? Welcome. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining me. All right. Now, this is getting lighter as I go. I just have leftover paste on my plate over here. I'm trying to use it up from a minute ago. I went ahead and painted the background of my door hanger with bark paste. Okay, I'm going to just spray a tiny bit of water on there to really get the last of that so I can do my pumpkin stems here. Should have probably started with these so they'd be the darkest. There's Dozer. Make sure y'all say hi. Hi, Sandra. How are you? Welcome, doll. Hello, Stephanie. All right. Both my Stephanies have arrived. I'm happy about it. All right. Here we go. I think we're good there. So I'm going to just throw that on my plate. Now, I have a brush with eucalyptus paste, okay, and where is it? Ocean Mist paste already. Now I've already painted the backgrounds to my pumpkins, okay. Now we're gonna paint the big ones, like the big ones, the front. I don't know what I'm thinking here. I'm gonna just put a little bit on my plate over here so that I don't have to leave my jar open. This is a brand new jar. Y'all, I just love it whenever I open a new jar of paste. It is super satisfying. And I opened new eucalyptus tonight and a new bark. I finally gave up on my jar of bark that I had. And I opened up my eucalyptus and it was like gone and the remains were dried up. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. A whole new jar. And man, it's satisfying. That paste is so creamy. It is very nice to paint with when it's brand new. Although, painting with it anytime works fine. You can put a little bit of water and it spreads great. But the first time is always the best. It is super satisfying to me. Anyway, so I bought us two jackets, 2 sets of gloves. I have hiking Chris already had some like hiking shoes. And then I bought me some hiking shoes. I got all the like cruise essentials that I just searched it on Amazon, and I picked up a bunch of stuff. Not just for me, but for some of the people that are going with us. Because I thought that would be fun. I want to make everyone a little bag of like cruise things that you have to have on a cruise, you know? So I thought that would be cool. Because these people are coming with us to do something amazing, and I want them to have the best time ever. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Rebecca. Yay! I'm so happy to see you live. You missed Dozer barking in the background. He's a maniac, as usual. Y'all, he's so sweet. He is the best dog, I swear to you. He's so freaking smart. He learns stuff so easily, and he just loves to be taught. He loves to do his tricks every single day. We eat carrots. We learn tricks. We reinforce tricks. I've gotten him to where I've got him laying down, which is great. He's been doing that for a while. But I taught him, like, I want to clap for him. Hi, Lori. Hi, Alma. How are you, ladies? I want to clap for him, and I don't want him to get up if I clap, right? And so I've taught him to lay down and stay laying down and let me clap for him. And if he gets up, then I say, nope, that's not it, son. And he lays back down. And so until I tell him, okay, up, and then he jumps up, y'all. It's the coolest thing. And he high fives, which he's been doing that since he was a baby. But now we're doing Ocean Mist on the small one, okay? And these pieces look kind of funny, but it's gonna come together. You're gonna see, okay? So don't worry, about it, okay? Just paint them, and you will see. Now, this is difficult because that's not really stuck on that piece of tape, because I was trying to get the most out of my tape and not have to take up too much space and paint as much as I possibly could on this one piece, and now I'm sort of regretting that choice, but that's okay. We'll come back to it. So anyway, yeah, he's super smart. Hi, Tammy. I'm doing really good, Lori. My parents came over last night. So y'all know that we have our shed in the backyard, right? We got it fully equipped for someone can sleep out there. Okay, so like there's a bed. It's insulated. It has an AC in it. It's super nice, actually. It's got a TV now. The internet out there works great. I used my extenders that we had at our old house to extend the internet out there, so that was cool. I didn't have to buy that because we already had it from whenever I had my shed at my old house. And so my nephew is here now. He's staying with us. He came last weekend. And anywho, so my parents came over last night because it's super hot in there. Okay, my nephew has a desktop computer that is like one of those fancy ones, like a gaming computer. And it makes the room really hot. Okay, so isn't this cute? It's like a sweater. Y'all remember the one I made the other night? This is the same, oh goodness gracious. Y'all, it's the same kind of pattern. I just dumped this over. I was trying to, okay, let it dry, and obviously, Butterfingers. Okay. All right, anyway, so it's super hot out there. So my dad was coming over because we insulated the whole building except for the door. The intention was that we would add insulation on the door after, you know, not at the time that we were building it. And so now is the time because it gets very hot in there. And it's like 9,000 degrees outside in Houston right now. And so it's hot everywhere, but in there it doesn't really cool off. Even with the air conditioner on, there is a ceiling fan. Still doesn't really cool off great. And so my dad came over to look at the door and see what we need to do so that he can go get the stuff to insulate it. So we went out to dinner with my parents last night, and actually Ivy came with us too, which was great. I love it whenever she comes with us. So I'm just painting this other last part of the pumpkin, and then we can move on. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these letters off. They appear to be dry. I've got a couple more pieces that I don't really know what I want to do with them. I'm not sure. I think I have an idea, but we're going to just go with it, okay? The word to comment is pumpkin. Let me pin this comment. Okay, it's pumpkin. Anywho, so yeah, that's why I didn't come on last night. I was going to come on early actually, and then my mom called and said, hey, we're on our way, and I'm like, oh shoot, I don't have time to go on early. And then we went out to dinner, and y'all, okay, so I don't know if y'all remember, but whenever I was living in Tennessee with Chris, obviously me and Chris were up in Tennessee, I was getting Stitch Fix, and maybe y'all don't know about this, but it's like a clothing subscription box, okay? So you can choose your frequency. Oh man, I would love for it to be 40 or 50 here. Now, in Seattle, that's the temperature. Really excited about that. It's going to be like in the 40s our whole trip. So that's going to be awesome. Anywho, I think I'm going to use Dune for these hearts, okay? And then we'll maybe touch it up with a little bit of the bark. Anywho, so yeah, I thought I was gonna have time to do my live. Didn't end up having time, but my mom came over, and while my dad was out there looking at the shed before we went to dinner, she came in my closet, and I've got a bunch of clothes. Okay, I have so many clothes. It's ridiculous actually, but like now it's not so bad because we have a giant closet, and the closet's so big that like I can really spread out. It's terrible, y'all. Chris has one little short wall, and my clothes are the rest, and like jackets and our mixed sweaters that are both of ours, like pullover sweaters. Anywho, so my mom, I went through all my jeans yesterday at lunch, and this lady, my mom scored 10 pairs of jeans, y'all. She did not try on a pair of jeans that didn't fit her like a glove, okay? So she took those home, and then she's like, well, you have all these clothes. Can I like look at your tops? Sure, no problem. Go for it. And so she went in there and she found all of the outfits, probably, most of them at least, that she's going to wear on the trip. And 10 pairs of jeans. So how exciting is that? I think that is so awesome that I was able to give her all those pants. And my mom's lost some weight. I'm not sure how much. Probably 20, 30 pounds, something like that. Just by eating right. She's so good at dieting. Like, my mom is amazing. Anyway, so she's lost weight. So this girl is looking good. Y'all, she is like chef's kiss. The pants looked amazing on her. I tried them all on, and they fit me, but like they're a little tight. We have a slightly different body type. Everywhere that it didn't fit me perfect, it fit my mom perfect. I know, isn't that awesome? So she didn't have to buy any clothes for the trip, except for like, I don't know, maybe shoes. I think she bought shoes. And obviously she bought the dress for my wedding for her to wear. But like, and shoes for that. But like, other than that, she did not have to buy any new stuff. So, super pumped. And then I didn't have to go through my closet and give those clothes away, like to Goodwill or something. Because that's what I would have had to do. And I don't mind donating stuff, but like if I can give them to her, then I'd rather. So this is my brush with the bark on it, and it's kind of dry now. So I'm going to see if I can't kind of just, that's perfect. I don't want these to be perfect, you know, but I didn't want to paint them brown either because the background's brown. But I wanted kind of a little bit of a wood grain feel, okay? Oh, sorry, my leg's itching. Okay, so now I have all these other letters, and I shouldn't have taken them off the tape. I don't know what I was thinking, but, you know, sometimes I don't think. That's the problem with me, but it's fine. So I've got these other paint brushes, or foam brushes, with, this one is the one with the blue on it, okay? So I'm going to just take those and just dry brush all of the letters, okay? Just to give them a little bit of, to stand out, okay? I don't know what the word is, but a little bit of that razzle dazzle, you know? Just like that. Nothing to it. And it's perfect because these are kind of not dry, but they're not, it's not wet. Like, it's not a whole lot of paste on it, and I'm not probably going to even have to add more. But it'll be just the right amount to where it looks like they're kind of distressed. So, by the way, also, I don't know if y'all know, but I always have my nails done. So, yesterday, I decided that, because I use this company called Red Aspen for my nails. It's press-ons, and they're amazing. I mean, literally, I keep them on for like the last that I had on, it was almost 4 weeks that I had them on. And they do pop off occasionally, but not frequently, okay? Like, y'all saw one pop off the other night on my live. Hi, Joni. But it's actually rare that they pop off like that. Usually I have to pop them off. Like, if I notice one's starting to come up, I'll pop it off and I'll glue it back on. But anyways, so I signed up for Red Aspen because I'm buying this stuff, and so I wanted to get the discount. So if you guys love my nails, I'm telling you, I love these. I've been using them for over a year now. Almost 2 years, I think. I'm obsessed. I change them out like once every 2 or 3 weeks, and I love them so much. I kind of want to do a little bit on this too, even though I just cleaned my hands. So we're going to do the green on the big one because the big one is the green, and then we'll do blue on the little one. Okay, just a little. Not a lot, okay? Just like enough to, or whatever. It's fine. It doesn't matter what you do, okay? You do you. You'll love it, I'm sure, okay? All of this is painted now. The last thing that I want to do is I cleaned up my hands. Let me try and clear my space, y'all. This desk is just a nightmare. It's my waking nightmare, actually. Okay, so I have these other pieces, and I think I'm probably going to glue them first and then try to distress them a little bit, but, well, the top parts at least. But I'm going to just get my little, this one is 80 grit sandpaper, okay? I'm going to really get in there and try to tear it up a little bit, okay? And you probably won't even see this because it'll be covered, but that's okay. I want to distress it a little bit. Like, the edges don't really matter, so I don't know why I'm so concerned with that. But whenever we glue it, that's when I have a paper towel right here. So you can comment the word pumpkin, by the way. Again, if you're new here, make sure that you say hey. And if you're not, make sure that you say hey because I love you. And I mean, if you're new, I also love you, but I especially love you if you're new here. Or if you're not new here, sorry. I don't know what I'm saying. I swear to you, I'm losing my mind, okay? And I'm really tempted to instead of sanding it, because I'm afraid I'm going to break these little pieces, okay, if I'm being truthful. So I just, along the edges, and like, plus because these are the same color, I don't want them to be like the same color on top of each other, you know? Like the green on the green is kind of too much samesies, you know? But I think that's good. Ooh, that looks pretty. It looks like it's rusted. I love it. Okay. Let me do the other one too. Oh, and this piece. So this goes in the center of the pumpkin. Like to define that middle piece. So just get in there. Use your old brush. There's no rules. Use a different color if you want. I don't care. But I think this is going to be... Oh my goodness. I love it already. Yes, absolutely, Steph. Yeah, have you ever used red aspen before? Because I'm obsessed. Seriously. I ordered some the other day, and I've been... Y'all, there's this one set that I just love, okay? They're like, kind of... They remind me of Mermaid, okay? And I waited too long, and I told myself, I said, self, you better order more sets of these because these are going to go out of stock, you know, like they do. They're going to retire, and you're not going to be able to get them, and you're going to be mad. Hi, Phyllis. And guess what, ladies? When I went to order the other day, finally, after telling myself this for weeks, they were gone. And I am super sad about it because that was my favorite. So now I'm like on the hunt. The girl I signed up with, I've got her hunting for me to see if I can find as many sets of this one color nails that I love. And then I will buy them all. But I'll buy like all different colors. I wear red. I never wear red nail polish. Okay? Never, never. But I do now, baby, because all the nails look good on me. And I love it. I like my nails to look pretty. So then I just sit there all day and look at it, how pretty they are. All right, so this, well, I got some brown paint on it, but I don't care, okay? At all. Not even a little bit. We're going to use Stick Fast. So let's get that going. Now, like I always do, I like to set everything down first. Glue it from top to bottom, okay? Just a little bit of the Stick Fast, okay? You don't want to glue yourself to something. And tonight is probably going to be my night, once again, to glue myself to one of these pumpkins. It's fine. If that happens, I'll just get a little bit of my sandpaper or a nail file, and I will just file it right off. It'll be like it never happened. Yeah, I love this black, just a matte black, but I do any color, anytime. I did a, like kind of a ballet slipper pink recently that I loved. I've done a purple. The ones that I ordered the other day, I got a blue set. But anyway, so I'm hoping, I think my order's going to be here before my wedding. Because, I mean, I have some. I think I have only black left. And I don't want to do red nails for my wedding. I can do black for my wedding. That's fine. But I really would like, there's this, like, purple fuchsia color that I absolutely love. It's to die for. It's kind of a chrome. And I want that for my wedding, desperately. But I waited so long to order. I'm a procrastinator on some things, y'all. And other things I'm like, oh, I have to do at this moment. Oh, you're gonna love it. Yeah. My nails are super, not strong. That's not the word, but they're super brittle and they're terrible. Okay. So that's my first pumpkin. I know it looks weird. Okay. Just go with it. Just trust me. Okay. Trust the process. Now, I gotta figure this out. All right. So there's humps on the top. Humps on the top. Okay. This doesn't seem right, but it is. Okay. I promise. And then this one is a weird little piece. All right. I get it. It goes down here. You can see where it fits in right there. Okay. We're going to do top to bottom. Anyway, so I think my order is going to be here. I mean, we still have a whole week. Y'all, by the way, last night when my parents were here, hearing my dad make me, okay, so my dad is like very excited about this trip. Obviously, it's going to be the trip of a lifetime for every last one of us. Okay. But my dad is just the cutest person I ever did see. okay? Like, he is so stinking cute. He was wanting me to go through the entire itinerary of how, what time do we have to be at the airport, and what time's our flight, and what time do we get in, and what are we doing that first night, because we're staying in Seattle the first night, and then we're gonna have like a dinner and stuff like that with everybody that's going to the wedding, and like what's the plan, and what's the timeline for everything. And I'm just like, y'all, this man is so stinking cute. Meanwhile, Chris doesn't care. He's just gonna show up, which is great. He just shows up for my shenanigans whenever I tell him to show up for my shenanigans. Whatever I've planned, he is down. This man is down for Chris's. My dad has never traveled with me like this, so he doesn't know how it is, but I plan every detail of everything. Okay, so that's the next one. I know it looks weird. Just stick with me here, okay? We're getting there. Now that we've got all that done, my desk is a mess. I get it. It's fine. I don't care about it, okay? This is the background. This is a 16-inch. Now, you do not have to order a 16-inch. You can do whatever you want. I offer 10 to 20-inch rounds, okay? A 20-inch round is absolutely massive and giant, okay? So, keep that in mind when you order a 20-inch round. I had never seen one before, okay? I had a lady order 2 20-inch rounds one time, and y'all, I was shook by the size of the round. Okay, this is the Woodsy Pine pattern. Do y'all remember this? It just came back. I never got to use it the first time around because it sold out so fast, but they brought it back. Thank goodness, because I love this pattern. I never got to use it. I was super, super depressed by that because it sold out so fast. Now, for an 18 by 18 transfer like this is how I do. I take my fuzzing cloth and I just peel off half, okay? And then I knock myself in the face first. That is required. So make sure that you do that. If you don't slap yourself in the face at least once during this project, then you're doing something wrong. Okay? Y'all, I don't know why I'm feeling so hyper tonight. I'm just like, I don't know. I had a great day today. I had a lot of fun at work with my work people. And, okay, so fuzz it on both sides, okay? And just keep it stuck to the fuzzing cloth. Do not take it all the way off because you're going to be sorry if you do. Now, I know that this is the microfiber side. You're not going to get as much fuzz off of this side, but you'll get a little, okay? It won't be a lot, but it'll be fine. Now, come back over here and leave this just like this, okay? It's not going to get stuck to itself. It's going to make your life so much easier if you do that, okay? Just leave it there. Then get your surface wax out. I like to stick my wax thing in here. Phyllis gave me this idea to stick my little wax dilly in there. It's changed my life, okay? Now, let me show you this. So you can see, hopefully, the score lines. There's a score line here. Okay, there's a score line here, and then words up here, up top. Okay, it's hard to see it. I know it. We're not gonna do any design down here where the pumpkins are because why would we do it? Okay, I don't want to waste. Hi, Amy. I don't want to waste my paste on that because you're not going to see it anyway. So we're going to wax up here at the top, and we're going to wax good because I did a thick layer of paste because I'm a maniac. I just dumped paste on here. I sprayed water right on the board and spread it the best I could. Okay, I wasn't super worried about it. And now it looks kind of like a wood grain already, so that's fine. And honestly, I could leave it just like this and not use the transfer on it, but I have to use this transfer because I'm obsessed with it and I need to see it. And I think this is the perfect design for it. So I'm going to wax really good, and I'm kind of buffing it out as I go, okay? There you go. Close that back up. Toss it over there. Okay, now, the other thing I've done, and I probably messed this up, but as you can see, I painted this up and down, okay? So I'm going to want my wood grain to go up and down. I guess. Yeah, I am. That's what I'm going to want. So I'm going to just take this and I'm going to peel it off of my fuzzing cloth while I lay it on my surface, okay? On my thing. Now, you can even see the score lines through the paste, like through the paste that I painted, through the transfer. Thank God for these super thin transfers because that makes it easy. Now, as you can see, I'm just like pulling it off as I go. No chance of me sticking it to itself like that. Makes it super simple. Let me just put this here because I don't really have anywhere else on this desk to put anything at this moment. Now, I'm going to push this down really well, but I can see the score lines from up here, so I know exactly where I need to go. And I'll probably go down a little bit more just to be safe and make sure that I get my whole design on there and that it doesn't look like I'm missing something. But that's going to make it super easy for me to see. Okay, I've got a mini squeegee here. That's fine. And Dune paste, okay? We're using Dune. But this is why I wanted to do this with my hearts, because I didn't want them to just be plain Dune on top of Dune, okay? Now, I can see my score line, so I'm going to start there. Okay, and I kind of have to look, okay? You might need good light. Make sure that you're crafting with good lighting anyways. Don't want you to hurt your eyes by trying to see too much and then not being able to see it, okay? Now, this doesn't have to be perfect, okay? It can be a little rustic if you want it to be or whatever, but this is going to give you an awesome wood grain. You could try any colors that you want with this, really. I think it would look cool with pretty much any kind of colors. Hopefully the Dune is going to be really neat on here. But again, you can comment the word pumpkin to get all the stuff to make this, okay? And make sure that you do. Make sure that you're signed up for notifications. If you're not getting one whenever I'm going live, you can comment !notify with no space, okay? And as a backup, I also, in my messages, I have another place that you can sign up, okay? In case Facebook decides to not send out my messages like it was for a while, you can sign up for there too, okay? Now, as I pull this up, I'm just making sure that I've passed up the score line on all of the pumpkins, okay? And I can see it, and it's perfect, okay? So just like that, I'm going to take this, and now I don't really care if that sticks to itself because water will fix that. Now, I just noticed, y'all, that I have a little spot right there. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Now that is all stuck to itself, but as you can see, I didn't go all the way up for some, I don't know what I was doing. We're gonna fix it. It'll be fine. And I could cover that with a bow, but I don't have any ribbon over here. So we'll just fix it. It won't be a big deal. But I want to dry it first, okay? I have my transfer here. It's all stuck to itself. Not a big deal. It's totally fine. I do want to dry this so I don't smudge it though, okay? Before I attempt any kind of fixing. It's cool, right? Yeah, I agree. Okay, so this side, I'm looking to see, because this pattern is repeatable, okay? I'm looking at it. Oh, I see what I've done wrong. I totally screwed that up, but that's okay. So I'm going to just See if I can't just take it a little bit further up. I'm literally just going to fudge it. Okay, so I'm gonna just stick it right back down right there. And I didn't even throw my squeegee in the water yet, so that's great. Okay. I love espresso too. I do too. Okay, so hopefully that will fix my little boo-boo. But again, I could use a bow to cover that up. I could use any kind of floral or something, but it's fine. No one will ever know, okay? Honestly. Okay, it really is not noticeable at all. Okay, so now we go to put everything together. And like I said, it's all scored on here so you can see exactly where all the pieces go. Which I love that for me because I am terrible at putting stuff together. Trying to figure it out. Oh no. Y'all see what I did down here? There's a little piece. One more time. Let's bring this bad boy back out. How many times can I unroll this from itself tonight? In one night? I don't know, but at least 3. Okay. Just put a little bit right here. Pay attention to what you're doing, okay? Don't be like me, where you're just zipping around. Hi, Laura. How are you, love? Not paying attention to anything in the world around you, and you miss easy things that could have been avoided by just being a dodo head, okay? Because that's my life a lot of the time. Now, like I said, it really doesn't matter how that looks. I went way over. It's fine. I don't care. It's going to be covered up where I messed up anyways, okay? Just that little bit right there. Silly. Okay. So, let's try this. And I always like to put everything together on the board before I move on and glue anything, because if I have lost a piece in the translation, sometimes I lose a piece walking into this treacherous, hazardous room of mine. I mean, I'm like, it's like a maze getting in here around the boxes and stuff that I have piled up everywhere. Because my craft room's a nightmare. Is pretty much the story. But here we go. Let's squeeze these in together. Just like that. And then we've got all of our letters. They're all scored up here. I want to do the big heart, the little heart. I've got my little pumpkin top and my big pumpkin top that I matched with. I color coordinated them, y'all. You should be so proud of me. I really have done a thing here. Okay. Make sure I'm spelling things right. Do a double, triple check. Because who knows if I'm going to put the letters on correctly sometimes. Okay. Now, I will say, it is a little bit of a challenge to see the square marks with this pattern, but that's okay. It's fine. I think this one might go up here. I don't know. I see a little bit of a tilt on the T. Not really. I think that's right. There's my A. One of them. Oh, I see. I'm losing my mind is what's happening. Okay. Got it. I do know how to spell the word weather most days. Okay. Y'all, this is stinking cute. You can comment pumpkin right now I get the link for this, but oh my goodness. I'm obsessed. Okay, so I'm going to just use hot glue for my big pieces, okay? Right there, my heart's going to go. And one more time for the little one. This is, my front door's lucky right now because I want this to go on there immediately. But it's too hot outside to even consider a sweater. Now, indoors, all day. I'm wearing a sweater. I have a blanket. With shorts on. Okay, I've glued myself to a piece of wood officially, finally, tonight. I am using Stick Fast for the letters just because it's easier to control than hot glue is, okay? And I can keep it dries clear too, but hot glue is so thick that on little pieces like this, I'm not trying to have it squirting out the sides, okay? And it will be if I try to use it. There you go. So yeah, if you love this, make sure that you're sharing my stuff too. Let your friends know about me. Come hang out. Let's chat and craft. Have the best time. If you want to get a discount on products, you can also sign up as my Perks member, and you'll get a 30% discount on everything you buy on the website. So do that, because you're missing out, friends. Plus, did y'all see the secret surfaces that came out today? The little reindeer? Oh my gosh. I hope you went and got yours. Today is the only day that you can place an order for $75 on the website and get a free recipe holder for your kitchen that you can chalk on. So yeah, that's awesome. You can also buy them, but you can get one free today whenever you spend $75 on my website. All right, y'all. So now we're going to put these pumpkins on. I'm just going to hot glue them. Okay, I'm going to put a lot of hot glue down. And I'm going to squeeze these right up next to each other. And I'm also... Okay, Deborah. I'm looking forward to it, love bug. All right. Okay, here we go. Then the big boy. I just love this. I knew it. The minute that I saw this cutout file, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do that right away. Even if every time I walk outside, it's like walking into a fire. Still, because it's so stinking hot. It's fine. It'll cool off eventually for about 5 minutes. And then Christmas Day will come and it'll be shorts weather once again here in Texas. I've actually worn shorts on Christmas Day multiple times. Multiple years. Okay, so a little bit of my favorite jute. Let me put the lid. Make sure that you put the lid on this as soon as you're done with it, because if it spills, you're going to have a bad time, okay? My hot glue gun is dying, so let me I'm just putting like the tiniest bit of the melted glue on the end of my jute so that I can kind of roll it around and get it through these holes. Okay, so just like this, go through there, okay? And I'm going to just give myself a little short. You see how short that is? But no, I've messed up. And I'm doing this at the end, which I hate that I always do this. I don't know why I always do it, but I do it every time. It's fine. We're going to tie us a knot. And then you can add a little spot of glue back here if you want to, which I do like to because it just secures it a little bit. And before my hot glue gun dies completely, let me do that. Just a little bit of glue, just to hold it in place, okay? And then we can trim this just like that. And y'all, this is so cute. Look at it. I love this. Look how cute that is. I love it so much. I hope y'all love it too. So comment the word pumpkin. Get this for yourself. And have a great night. I love you all so much. Look again. All right, y'all. I hope you had a great night. I hope you have a great night. Happy Friday tomorrow. I'll see you then. See ya.